We're pretty pumped, ready to go. Yeah, I think we're finally, I feel like everything's kind of falling into place. We're coming back from some injuries, and we're all kind of getting healthy at the right time.
You guys had 4 in the top 11. How much do you guys push each other, especially in a race?
I think we can't ever understate how much that or overemphasize how much we work together, especially in that race. I know through the mile, our top 6, we're all there right together, and so we constantly push each other to dig a little deeper and go a little bit further. Even in practices, our work ethic, I think, is what really pushes us to the next level.
What's the strategy for you guys at state?
Well, I think Meg is going to kind of lead the charge a little bit out front, and then the rest of us, the rest of the top 5, the 4 that round out that group, we're just going to try to stay together as long as we can and keep our scoring numbers as low as possible.
Last year you guys came in second. How
Yeah.
much do you want to bump that up 1 spot?
A lot. I think it's kind of been unspoken throughout this whole year that we're just going to work as hard as we can through whatever trials that we've gone through. Lots of injuries again this year, unfortunately, but we're hungry for it, so we'll see what happens.
I think there's no really specific strategy. It was kind of like Abby said earlier. Megan's going to lead the charge, hopefully, and we're just going to try to pack up and just have the best race we can possible, the rest of us.
You guys had 4 in the top 11. How much do you guys kind of make sure you're always within distance of the person ahead of you?
I think it just kind of plays out. I don't think we really deliberately be like, oh, I have to be with this person. It just kind of, our fitness levels are kind of similar at this point, so we just kind of run, and that's just kind of how it falls.
Last year, you guys came in second. How much do you want to bump that up, and what will it take to bump that up?
Yeah, Abby said earlier, it's been kind of soft-spoken, unspoken. Since last year, we've kind of had a fire burning, just wanting to go back to state and just really show them what we got. I don't feel like last year was an accurate representation of how good we really are. So, to win the state meet, we all just need to have a solid race and just stay consistent and show everyone what we've been doing in practice, and we'll be fine. Yeah.
So you guys haven't spoken of it? Or is it just
We kind of speak amongst each other about it, but it's always been a goal in mind. We just kind of have to rein it in and make sure that we're just focusing on a workout at a time, not looking too far into the future.
Heading to state?
Really, just there's no real strategy. I know we just try to do our best and make sure that everyone kind of does what they're capable of. And we can't control what other teams do, but we just want to make sure we run a smart race and see what happens.
Do you guys feel you're peaking kind of right now?
Things are kind of falling in place this year, which is a lot different than last year. We're kind of putting things, together, Band-Aids on stuff, and this year though everything's kind of moving in the right direction. Kids, the girls are real happy, and I'm excited, and I think we are peaking, I guess you could say, at the right time this year.
A loose runner is a fast runner, and they seem to be loose.
Absolutely. I want to make sure they're smiling and giggling, having fun, because that's when they're at their best. When they're not thinking too much, they're pretty good. Teenagers, they tend to overthink things, and I don't want them to do that.
How close-knit are they, and how much do they kind of push each other? Because 4 in the top 11 is pretty incredible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, early on in the race, they can all see each other. They're right there. They know what they're doing. They kind of know where they're at. They gauge off each other, and it's a very good thing to have. So it's good to have some 4 or 5 people up there.
I would say just trusting the training, keeping it consistent. Obviously, I've been backing off a little bit for the past couple of weeks. And this week is just hammer it. I mean, the workouts are shorter, but the intensity is up higher. So just getting ready to be able to respond to moves at state and maybe make a move myself.
Make sure we're rolling. Pretty sure we're rolling. Yeah, we are. All right. So obviously, James, like you said, you're kind of pointing it back. What do you expect the pace to be at state? Because it's the best runners in the state.
I mean, I would say that I'm fairly experienced running against the elite field, and every year at state, there's always a pack that goes out incredibly fast, and I usually try to stay off of that and just kind of run my own race and run my own pace. I'll have paces and goals set before the race that I want to hit, and just run my own race and not go out with the guys that go out in 440s.
You don't want to do that. That makes me tired just thinking about it. How much does the girls' team and the guys' team push each other? Because the girls' team are doing really well this year. They got 4 in the top 11. But you guys aren't doing bad either. How do you kind of push each other, especially in training like this?
I mean, we don't really train together. We do the same training, the relatively same training. It's pretty similar, but I mean, I wouldn't say that we push each other. It's more like the guys we push each other and the girls kind of push each other. But it's pretty awesome seeing the things that they've been doing, and it's definitely motivating for me to see them having a chance at the state title and winning semi-state by 55 points. It's pretty impressive.